So welcome to the part two of this show, if I may call it. Yeah. So I'll continue from where I stopped. I want to first begin by defining for you politics. Politics is a negotiation for wants. Anybody who feels that he is not getting a fair deal is free, and it is his political right to express himself. That is a political right enshrined in the UN Charter. Nobody has the right to deny anybody else that right of expression. We are seeing it for the first time here in Uganda, where the NRM has actually managed to deny people the right of expression, to deny people the right of association. Can anyone tell me that the movement government is currently not having any meetings? Can anyone tell me these guys are not going to hotels? Can anyone tell me they are not traveling to their homes and having meetings? They are having meetings. They are protecting their investments. They are protecting what they have achieved. On our side, we have been robbed of that opportunity. For 3 months, we could not move. We had no stickers. We cannot go to public places. We are prisoners, virtually prisoners. You're not making money. We cannot even hold video conferences because we don't have the money. Now, that doesn't mean that we should not be able to discuss. I think the correct thing that the opposition generally needed to have done was to sit together and have a proper discussion. Now, the fact that we have failed to have that discussion doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, or doesn't mean that it should never happen. Actually, it's never late to have a discussion. We don't know the modalities under which we are going to have it, but we have been reaching out to all the political players to have a discussion. We have told them, look here, you guys, let's have a discussion. Now, if there are some who are not interested in a discussion with us simply because they claim we are new political, players, or we are young, or all these funny excuses they keep coming up with, then they are becoming enemies. We cannot be complacent with them anymore, because they'll be derailing our objective. We also have our goals and objectives. And I want to tell you a secret. That's what the NRM loves to see. That's what they love to see. They want to see the opposition bickering and fighting against themselves. They want to see an opposition which is scattered with many heads, each one doing what he thinks is right. They want to see Mao riding into the distance with the DP doing what they think is right, And even within DP, you see there are a lot of factions. They want to see FDC quarreling with DP, quarreling with UPC, none of them sitting together because each one thinks, oh, I am the right guy to become the president of Uganda. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. We need to agree, what is it that we want in this country? And I think the best thing to do is to have a private conversation first. And that's why right now in this video, I want to urge all opposition leaders, particularly Dr. Kizza Besigye, who is leading the alliance, which in the alliance of 3 parties and People Power. I want to urge them to consider putting up a public discussion so that we can align our goals. We can agree to disagree, it doesn't matter. We can agree to disagree. Then each one moves his own way. But I thought it would be better if all of us became a team. If Dr. Besigye can stand with Mugisha Muntu, can stand with Bobby Wine, can stand with Dr. Norbert Mao, Mr. Norbert Mao. If we can see all these opposition leaders, Mr. Basalirwa, all standing hand to hand and saying, look here, you guys, this is something which is desirable for all of us. This is something which is beneficial to us. Then you would see how the NRM would be trembling in their pants. This is something they would have never seen in their whole lives. For the first time, they would be threatened. And I want anyone out there to challenge me and tell them this is not what they want. Then we'll just comfortably set them aside. We'll set them aside, and they will need to explain to us what they want. Because, sometimes if you're not working for us, you're working for the enemy. You're working for the enemy. I'll consider you part of the government, because what the government is trying to do all this time is to disorganize us. So if you come out and you claim to be opposition and yet you're also disorganizing us, what do you expect me to think about you? I'll consider you part of the enemy. And right now, we need to take our positions. The roadmap just came up today. We got the roadmap this morning. We are still studying it. We want to see. So the dates have already come out. The elections are drawing close. So we are about to enter into the excitement. But I think we need to enter into it while we're organized. Sorry for the COVID disturbances. That was part of the situation. Check me out. In the mornings, I always have the morning, what they call the online live stream at 8 a.m. We have a live stream. I'll be reacting to the current news stories that are coming out in the papers, and touching a little bit here and a little bit there. But I'll also be picking up from today's live stream that we had earlier. I want to show the justification of some of the things we are doing. We are going to be looking at the headlines, and then I'll be demonstrating to you what the opposition, how we are contributing to what is happening on those headlines. And I want to show you also that we can actually determine the narrative. Lastly, I want to urge you all to check out our Patreon page. Go and like that page. Go and see how you can contribute to us. Essentially, we need a lot of your support. We need donations. We need your support. So please go to our Patreon page and become a patriot. Consider offering us something. It will go a great deal to making sure this show is produced regularly. Thank you. See you in the morning.